There are few clubs in the world of golf that gain legendary status, but Callaway are reintroducing one of them in 2023. Reintroducing the brand new Callaway Paradym Heavenwood. Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome to this YouTube channel, guys. That is right, we have the brand new Callaway Paradym Heavenwood, return of the Heavenwood you could say. Now guys, there aren't many clubs that gain legendary status, not in my head and certainly not in your heads at home. Guys, comment below who remembers the initial Callaway Heavenwood, and if you're not old enough to remember it, first of all, I'm very jealous, but this is a thing of legend. Now Callaway have mixed it up a little bit with the Paradym Heavenwood. This has the loft of a 7-wood, but the shaft length of a 3-wood. This is an absolute beast. I've already had it in the simulator room. I've tested it for numbers, I've tested it for consistency. And to be honest, I can't wait to put this in the hands of my dad. That's exactly what we're going to be doing in a video very soon. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you want to see my 27 handicap dad. Sorry, dad. Anyway, my 27 handicap dad use this club. Guys, 60% of you guys who do watch these videos are not subscribed. That really pulls on my heartstrings. If you do like these videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now let's get testing this brand new 2023 Callaway Heavenwood. Because this is one of the things where when I went out to California to see the brand new range of Callaway clubs, I saw this and I was like, yes, 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 absolutely yes, yes, please. And the reason for that being is, well, this. Check out that ball flight. That has gone up there and bang straight. Guys, if you struggle getting the golf ball airborne off the tee or into greens, this could be a thing of absolute beauty for you. Look, I didn't even get that out of the middle. For you in 2023. Now, I'm very, very, very excited about this club, and for very, very good reason. Guys, I am from the era of the Callaway Heavenwood, the initial one. It was a little bit different back then. It was more of a hybrid form, as you can see now. I'll pop it on screen, but it was designed to help you get that ball airborne very, very quickly. Now, I'm well aware this club won't be for everyone, but you might be surprised who it could help. Such as Chris, for example. Chris loves a 7-wood. He loves the idea of having a smaller head off the tee with more loft, 20 degrees this Heavenwood has on it. But the extra shaft length obviously will help you generate more club head speed, which should help you in turn generate more ball speed, which we all know should equal a little bit more distance. Now, one of the things which I really like about this Heavenwood as well is it actually pays homage to the late Eli Callaway, the founder of Callaway. It was his favourite club back in the day. I read that online, so I hope it's true, but if it is, then that's a lovely little tip of the cap to the founder of the company, isn't it? It's also a lovely tip of the cap to anyone who does want help getting that golf ball airborne. But for me, one of the big changes in the Callaway Heavenwood as opposed to last time obviously is the size of that head. I think Callaway have probably realised more people do like the aspect of a fairway wood as opposed to a hybrid, and if you do have a certain skill level where you can play the ball down, this could be a really, really good versatile club for you. Say if I want to hit this down this second fairway, I don't want a big high ballooning shot like I had on the first. Can I just play a nice little knockdown shot down that left side? You can see how it's not exactly a low bullet fly. I'm going to try and hit some of those a little bit further on in the round, but if you're desperate to hit fairways, could this Heavenwood be the club for you? I love the top of that carbon crown as well. I'll talk exactly about what's happening there later on in this video. So interestingly, what Callaway have done with the entirety of the Paradym fairway wood range, which does include this Heavenwood, is we all know in the driver we have the 360 carbon wrap, which has redefined what Callaway can do with weight placements in the driver. Obviously we don't have that in the fairway wood range because it wouldn't work. You'd have to have a little bit more steel on the bottom here, but what they have done is replace a lot of the steel with carbon, and that allows them to take the weight out of the middle of the club where it's what Callaway describe as useless. What they can then do is move the weight around the perimeter of the head, which allows them to move CG, which in essence allows them to tinker around with MOI, which is obviously the forgiveness factor of the club. I can't explain how good this looks down at the ball. I can't wait to get it in the hands of someone such as my dad. I'm well aware the people that are buying these clubs are probably hitting them around 100 to 150 yards max, and they're going to be hitting them most of the time. For me to just have it here, I almost think of it as a plodding club. That ball is on frozen rope, it's not moving in the air. It's not necessarily a club that I would potentially throw in my bag because I don't see what I would be gaining as much as I would be losing, if that makes sense. Yes, it's got a 7-wood loft and a 3-wood shaft, but I could potentially just throw maybe a 5-wood in there. But it does feel like I don't need to do much with it. I've caught that one a bit toey, but it's in fact I've caught that one a lot toey. I can't believe actually how well that one has performed. It just kind of drew back into the middle of the fairway there, but I certainly sense as I'm getting that forgiveness element just by turning, making a half good swing. And that is exactly what this club is all about. Yes, you're going to get excessive spin rates. Yes, you're going to get some decent ball speed because of the shaft length, but marry those two things together and we should be able to hit more greens from the distances that you struggle from, which is exactly what this club is designed for and what we are going to test in just a moment's time. Guys, let's jump in the studio. Let's see exactly how this club does perform. I've tested it against a Paradym 4 iron, which should go a similar distance, but give you two entirely different golf shots. Let's take a look. So some very interesting numbers there and a very enjoyable test as well for me so far. I really enjoyed that it does what it says. I've really enjoyed those ball flights, those trajectories and those peak heights, and even the shots that I hit before we went inside. Look how consistent they are for dispersion, both front to back and left to right, something which this club is all about. Right, we're going to hit into a couple of greens to finish this video. Guys, would you put this club in your bag if you knew it was going to help you hit more greens? I know that is a silly question, but I know people who wouldn't, maybe just because of its name or even because of its history. So a big area where this is going to help a lot of golfers is from distance out of the rough. The 7-wood loft is going to massively help you if you are in the thick rough. Obviously that 3-wood shaft length, like we've mentioned, is going to help you generate the clubhead speed. So we're going to kick things off into a green here. We're going to start from the fairway, then edge our way to a slightly worse lie in the rough. Can we find the green? I'm not sure you would be expected to hit the green from this distance, but if you can get up there and make some ground on it, that would help. We're 200 yards out. That's a really good strike. It was a little bit bottomy, but you can see how it rose up. I've missed it just to the right. I believe it is flag high. So that's the fairway ball. Now if we move over to the rough, obviously this is sat down a little bit. It's not deep, heavy rough. I don't think anyone would be thinking you're going to play a 7-wood or a Heavenwood from the thick rough. This is where you're probably going to hit down on it more. That's why there's extra loft on there, so you can give it a better attack angle or a steeper attack angle and less dynamic loft. Like that. Look how that's come out a lot lower. I've actually taken a divot after that, and that's, greenside bunker. That's the exact shot where if you are going to try and play something a little bit lower, let's try and get a different lie in the rough now. Let's have a half decent lie. And again, I'm going to try and hit down on this a little bit more and hope that loft is going to help. Let's get with the green this time. Oh, look at that. That is an absolute... Yeah, that's running down onto the green now over those bunkers. Two very different shots that you would play with this club. I'm going to let my dad borrow it, but I think I will clean it before I do because I'm not sure he's going to get anywhere with it looking like that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know, what do you think of the brand new to the new Heavenwood, replacing the old Heavenwood from about 20 years ago. Guys, if you've enjoyed that, smash that subscribe button below. I can't wait to see you all exactly the same time tomorrow. 60% of you that watch aren't subscribed. It says so here. Guys, come on, smash that subscribe button. We are well on the way to 250,000 subscribers. I'd love you to be part of it. See you tomorrow. Bye.